How big of a sports fan am I? It's 1:15 in the morning. I'm watching Djokovic take on Federer. Waiting for the Blake Federer match. Eating a falafel. Doesn't get much better than this. So the Giants and the Patriots are going to face off in the Super Bowl, and the biggest news coming out of this is Tom Brady in his walking boot. As I'm sure everybody already knows, Brady was photographed by TMZ paparazzi going into Gisele's apartment limping, wearing a walking boot. What everybody does not know, though, is the true story behind the walking boot. Okay, maybe it's not the true story, but it's what I think is the true story. How much you want to bet that right before Brady went down to New York, Belichick called him into his office and was like, "Hey, Tom, I hear you're going down to see your girl Gisele. That's awesome. She lives in New York, right? Well, listen, buddy. We got 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, and we're gonna start taking a lot of heat for a bunch of that like Spygate stuff and all this Randy Moss nonsense about him beating up some girl down in Miami. So if you could be like a team player here, maybe take some of the heat off of us. How about you wear this walking boot? You let the paparazzi photograph you in it. You know, you can still do your own thing. You want to go out dancing with Giselle and Leo DiCaprio that night? Go ahead. Just let them photograph you in this walking boot. That's all anybody's going to talk about for a week. I swear to God, it's going to work. Nobody's going to talk about Spygate. Nobody's going to talk about Randy Moss. All they're going to be talking about is you and your walking boot. It's going to work perfectly, Brady. This is why Belichick is the greatest and smartest coach of all time. He knows exactly what to do in every situation. And as you can see, Brady took Belichick's advice, wore the walking boot, and have we heard one peep about Spygate? Have we heard just a little iota about Randy Moss and his domestic violence case down in Miami? No. Moving on to news that kind of got swept under the carpet last week. Fans at the Australian Open had to be pepper sprayed. Yeah, the tennis Australian Open. In a first-round match against Fernando Gonzalez from Chile and Konstantinos well, it doesn't matter. He's Greek and he lost, okay? The fans got a little unruly and the police had to step in to calm them down. One Greek fan was pepper sprayed and then vomited all over the crowd. This is just unbelievable. I mean, I know that this happens in soccer matches between countries a lot, but really, tennis? I mean, I love tennis. I didn't know everybody else loved tennis this much. Well, that's it for this week. Be sure to check back next week for your full Super Bowl preview. Or, you know, maybe you can just turn on one of the 9,000 channels that will have a Super Bowl preview show. It doesn't really matter. Peace.